A chaotic midweek, if anything. Inevitable rotation, drama galore, come from behind victories, and alongside that, promoted sides taking it up to the top six. And could we possibly see the trend continue today? What is another trend that always continues? We show up week on week, and that is the FPL Addicts podcast. And for today, we've got the beloved company who's unfortunately had to deal with other commitments in the last couple of weeks, but it's fantastic to be around his presence. And on this occasion, the best setup in town, it being the Reverend with 3 hits, success, bounce. Good morning to you. You must be buzzing.
I am buzzing, mate. I'm really buzzing to be back. And, Chaza, as you say, we've had some stuff go on recently in the family. Don't want to bring us down too much, but I want to, say it as a positive. We have had a bereavement recently in the family, but just really grateful for this community. I've had multiple people from this community reach out and ask if I'm okay and stuff like that. So, whilst FPL isn't, the be all and end all, the community is. So I'm grateful, really grateful for everyone, and grateful to be back as well. So much love, everyone, and also doing pretty well in the league at the moment. Can I say that, Chaza? Can I? You are muted. Oh, hey, he's the first one. We're 5 seconds in
already.
He's accidental mutation.
It's a busy time of the year, and I think with short turnarounds, that even when you do have a good week, you kind of have to focus on what lies ahead. So you've got everything on standby. Well, I'll try and sort things on my end. I'll let you carry on your end. So
first of all, I just want to rewind people back to my free hit week. So I've not had the chance to update from this. So I got 69 points. Nice. And in this, I had all the big hitters. I had Gakpo, I had Foden, I had Thiago, even Matty Cash, O'Reilly, and Ronaldo with attacking returns as well. So that was really good. Really surprised that Mo Salah was dropped and did not play. But we can talk about Liverpool in a little bit. So really good game week, especially in comparison to other people in my mini league who have maybe even used their free hit already. So this was a good opportunity for me to catch up. I have always had this in reserve as something I was always targeting this game week. A game week where, I suspected that assets in my own team might, nullify each other quite a lot. So, I had Chelsea and Arsenal assets in my team. I also had Bournemouth assets in my team as well, and Everton assets. So, Everton were playing against Newcastle. Newcastle have been really good recently. Bournemouth were playing against Sunderland, and Sunderland are a good side. So it just made a lot of sense for me to hit my free hit button, which was great. And then we move on to this game week just gone. And it's been, we'll ignore that 7-pointer from Baby Reindeer on the bench. But, that is what it is. I've not really wasted the transfer trying to get him out of my team. I think he's cheap enough to just let rot. But Saka coming in with the points. Munoz as well with the 14-pointer. Whoa. We'd absolutely take those. And then meanwhile, Chaza, this is where I'm going to bring you back in. I was sat there with Erling Haaland with a goal scored and 2 assists with the captaincy armband on him, thinking it was an absolute no-brainer. And there are some chumps in my mini league, Chaza, who chose to captain Bruno. What happened there? What happened there?
I know who you're referring to, and you're not the only one. There was a couple of people in my office that decided to go down that path. This is a time where you just laugh at them. Like, it is unlucky, but yeah, tough shit. You didn't get 28 points.
Yeah. It was a very strange one. I think had I been on the podcast, I would have just been confused. Erling Haaland, he's not. Let's have a look at his profile here. Yeah, he's gone. Like, let's just look from game weeks, even from game week 4, 13, 9, 16, 8, 13, 2, 13, 4, 2, 2, 14. Why go against this man at this point? He's not. I use the word man there very, frivolously. He's a machine. I just didn't get the Bruno logic. I'm sorry, boys. I really didn't.
Two things. I liked it how you didn't allow the influence of other people's decision making get in your way and you just backed yourself in. And another point is, do you believe his blank against Leeds, in which he should have scored in, played a role as for why people decided to go different?
I watched the game against Leeds, and Haaland could have had 3 or 4. And sometimes in football, I've been there, plenty of times myself. If you play football, sometimes you'll hit the post twice, and then you'll put your mate through for an absolute sitter, and he'll sky it over the bar. It's one of them where you look at a game like that and you just think, what, that happens in football. And I think, especially with Haaland, and I've been thinking about this, I feel like we hold him to far too high of a standard, because like, he has 2 blanks, right? And people go, oh, he's fallen off. And I'm just like, like, players blank 6, 7 game weeks in a row, but this guy has scored like over 30 goals for the season already, like, for club and country. Like, it's wild. It's wild. I can't believe what we're witnessing with this guy. And I feel like we need to, stay humble, as Haaland would say, and just realize that, even this absolute robot can blank twice, but he'll then do what he did against Fulham, and we'll forget all about it. And he's essential again, and he's a perma captain again.
Great points as always, and thank you for showing your sides back to back, decent enough scores too. We'll very shortly look at the bigger picture and how the league goes. But Miriam's dropped in with a comment saying hello to you.
Yeah,
thank you as always,
Miriam.
Always asking me, especially when the next episode is, because sometimes we've just got no idea. We'll just show up, advertise a link, and there you have it. So that still puts you in second, which is quite a respectable spot. I know I got mine there. Marcello, unfortunately, is not here today, but considering that we should laugh at Bruno captainers, we will also laugh at them again. Like,
we are laughing.
Not DEFCON, so that's technically a return. He had double palace, which is really good. Another function, I saw this morning. Is this the same to you? They've added receipts on top of players for players having 4 yellow cards. Are you a fan of this?
No, I'm not a fan of this at all. Because it's yet another thing that punishes more engaged managers like myself. I know if a player is on 4 yellow cards, and I will, either avoid them or bring them in, depending on whether or not I think they're worth it or not. Anyway, but I just think that if you don't know if a player is on 4 yellow cards or not, the information's available. But there's no need to tell anyone else. It's like, it takes the skill element out of the game for me. I like games where my decisions matter. And if I bring in a player and then later I go, oh, they're on 4 yellows, then that's my fault. That's something that I should be punished for. I'm sorry if that sounds elitist, or, if not many people like that. But I just think FPL is a game where it's all about the decisions that you make, and, the information is available. And if you've not considered how many yellow cards a player is on, that's your fault at the end of the day. And putting a big red flag next to someone is just, I don't know. I don't like it. I just don't like it. Maybe that's controversial.
No, I think it's a good point. And to an extent, I was surprised that you said it, but I'm glad we're going to have different points of views on this. I don't mind it because last week I was All right. So when the deadline lifts, we all have an addiction where we just kind of set up our team anyway. So following game.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know Senesi was on 4 yellow cards here. I just saw him popped up as a red flag, suspended for a game. I was smack. And then I had to deal with playing Sunderland players away at Anfield. So I found it funny, but in fairness, I didn't even look.
Oh, well, I don't mind the red flag saying he's suspended.
Yeah, that's good.
But the 4 yellow card thing is too far.
So,
like, because it doesn't affect the player for that game
doesn't.
week. It doesn't affect their eligibility. Yeah. So, yeah, right. Not too sure I'm a big fan of that.
Yeah. What I was a big fan of is finally on field, Sells decided to get his first clean sheet for the season, which was superb. Munoz, similar to you, 14 points. Look, the only returns that Semenya's getting these days, he's fallen to his way to death, into DEFCON. Saka with a goal off the bench, Voltamart assist, and Haaland captain played a role, 71, which was a green arrow, but these green arrows, they're hard to come by.
They are, yeah, definitely. 100%.
I think Reidy was expected to join, but if he doesn't,
briefly he was feeling a little bit sensitive, wasn't he?
He was, wasn't he?
He's been having the old fruit juice last night, so.
How do you go? Like, at the back with a clean sheet, Semenya DEFCON. Captain Bruno.
That Bruno captaincy, I just don't understand it. It's Man United. They're like the meme team, dude. Like Man United, they are. I'm sorry, this is coming from an Everton fan as well. Like, I can barely speak about this, but Man United are the one few and one of my best mates is a Man United fan, and we often just console each other in utter depression. But I think Bruno, right? If you've got Bruno, 100% have him. I think he's a great asset. He will get consistent points. Every content creator talks about how he's got so many avenues to point, That's great. Cool. So he will consistently tick along in your team. I actually wish I had him, but I would never captain him because he's the guy who's going to get you 6 to 8 points every week. And whereas, Erling Haaland exists.
That's really big points on the Bruno situation, which is why we both play with logic and captain the best player
in the league.
Game. So that was one game in itself, how it ended 5-4. What else took your eye during the week or ever since having been on the pod?
So that game week, it was a crazy game week, and there was goals everywhere. I think there's 2 points that I want to bring up briefly. It's the first one is Chelsea. Chelsea, I think at the moment are a little bit of an avoid. I know that some people might have some Chelsea assets, but we've seen what happens to Chelsea when they don't play with Caicedo before, and we're seeing what happens again. Now that Caicedo is suspended, like myself, maybe a lot of you have transferred out Caicedo. They shipped 3 to Leeds. It's and they didn't look like they were in control of the game at any point either. So, for me, they're a bit of an avoid. And then the second point that I wanted to make is for all my fellow Evertonians out there, just to remind us that Jack Grealish is a loan player, and don't make the mistake that I have. If you haven't already, don't fall in love with him. Okay, because it's too late for me. Okay, I'm already in love with Jack Grealish. He's too good. He's too good. But Everton looking really good against a good Bournemouth side as well, looking solid defensively. So Yeah, looking forward to hopefully seeing what Everton can do, just from a fan perspective.
Yeah.
But those were the two things that stood out for me from last week. Just loads of goals. Chelsea are bad. Erling Haaland is great. Everton are magic.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's why they call it the Blues. And someone who is renowned to have the Blues already this morning, you just see him in the background, just absolutely sipping his life away. Mate, how are you doing? What is going on?
The fellas, what's going on? What's going
Wow, he's rough.
No, but, I mean, I might look it maybe, but
No, you sound it.
This is pretty fresh. No, this is pretty fresh compared to some past shenanigans. So,
oh yeah,
I had to freshen up, boys. Sorry for being late. Obviously, deadline
good, bro.
stream. 45 minutes. Well, just under.
He's been on
now.
the sauce last night.
A bit of sauce here and there, bit of this, bit of that, and a good few transfers, 4 free transfers this week. So
yeah,
bosh.
Looking forward to seeing what the Reidy is
How
cooked up.
How are you guys getting on? All good?
Not bad, dude. Not bad. Yeah, just reminiscing over the past couple of game weeks. I've obviously not been here with the family, having to travel to and from Plymouth. With everything going on in the background for us. So. But grateful for everyone's support, but also, had a belter free hit, and then a great game week after that is kind of propelled me up the table a little bit when I was about 50 points behind the both of yous at one point. So, it shows anything can happen in FPL.
Anything can happen. Just like Everton being above Liverpool in the league table. That can happen. However, we are back above you by 1 point, and that's where we're staying. Bash!
Mate, I couldn't believe it. So for those of you who don't know me, I am a vicar in Everton, and we have this youth group called the Shoesy. And by the way, a shameless plug to the Shoesy, by the way. The Shoesy, go look it up. They're doing a donation drive right now. For every quid that you give, it gets doubled by a wonderful, someone who continues to invest in the Shoesy. But I was in the Shoesy, and as you can imagine, it's really scouse in there, and I love it. And one of the young people was trying to chat some smack to me because they saw me in my Everton coat, and they were like, that's a rubbish coat. For the first time in years, I went, shh, we're above you in the table. You can't talk to me like that.
You know what? That's class. That is class to be fair. What a way to kind of just that was it. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, Mikey, it only lasts for so long.
It does only last for
misery.
So long. But I'm used to it. I'm used to permanent misery.
You to do that for a good, never mind 1 week, 3-4 weeks, because you just feel just nothing. You're untouchable.
Mate, you kind of know how we feel though. Now this is our base state. Where you're at now. This is how we live every week, dude. Welcome to the real world.
Fair play. I don't know if you can hear that noise. Apologies if so.
Santa?
Santa.
Jingle bell?
Could be the Reidy.
Oh, hang on. Speaking about baby Rangers on the bench, I've got your team up here, Reidy. What was the crack here?
What was the crack? 48 points. Not the best, I'll be honest. The midfield has been the kind of violin story of my season so far. I just can't pick any midfielders that return. It's shocking. So, yeah, I mean, Semenyo getting DEFCON says it all, really. Bruno Fernandes, captain. I'm just going to get me sick bucket, and I'm just going to, nightmare. So, yeah, it wasn't great, considering he could have actually had a return. But United, didn't look good. Haaland doing Haaland stuff, just smashing it. And apart from that, the only other thing was Maxence, Mr. Lurk. I can't say his name. I have to call him Maxence. I can't say it exactly. But he got me 8 points, which was fantastic. Obviously, he didn't get me what Gay Munoz got for some people, but I have to take it. 48 points. Been better.
La Croix.
There we go. Love that. I try and pronounce the R. And I think it's a silent R, isn't it?
La Croix.
I try and it doesn't roll off the tongue, but 48 points.
Because you're a wall.
Because I'm
because you know what, lads?
Here we go.
Wow, he's from Runcorn,
The
everyone.
bad thing is, I look more Scouse than you. You know what I mean? Like, look at you.
What, lads? What, lads?
Oh, here we go. Yeah. Because most Scousers have a deep voice like that.
I mean, you what?
Yeah, exactly. That's yeah. So, but yeah, how did you? I know you've probably gone through your teams anyway, but Mikey, you also smashed it. Chaza, how did you get on?
Yeah, no, not too.
Let's have a look at the Man of Steel.
How did you get on?
Yeah, 71 points. So
yeah,
that's how we kind of.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's how we got on. At the minute, right, transfers heading into what is such a short turnaround. It's insane.
Yeah.
Any
crazy.
particular surprises? Foden is leading by an absolute landslide too.
Surprise is Bruno G. I think. Obviously, he got the goal against Spurs.
What a finish, by the way. Lovely finish.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of them where maybe that's like casual players bringing them in.
Mm.
And I know, yeah, I'm just, it's just not a transfer I'm feeling at all, if you know what I mean. I don't know if
casual's the right word, though, Mikey, because in all fairness, who starts on the wing? They've got four wingers. They play Champions League. Who actually starts? Who do you pick out of those?
Well, I'm just not sure you do. Like, I think.
Well, people have Anderson based on just DEFCON, really. And all right,
and to be fair, he does get a lot of DEFCON, so
yeah. So you could say he's a bench guy, like as in Anderson. But
yeah, I'm not paying 6.8 million for my DEFCON midfielder, though. You know,
nobody gets the goals. That's what I'm saying. So he kind of does add to that.
Yeah,
takes sometimes, like things like that. So I think he offers a bit more. I agree.
He got a couple of assists against City, to be fair, which is. You know,
he does play more advanced than an Anderson, but he does also get DEFCON. He's kind of Newcastle's Declan Rice in a way. You know,
yeah, that's a good way of looking at it.
By the way, because I think Rice is probably better, but it's that sort of similar.
Yeah,
positioning, etc. And
yeah. I think it's fair. It's just I'm not feeling it. You know, I want to be like excited about the players that I'm bringing into me. Fancy football team. I'd love for him to prove me wrong, though. I would. And you know, if you brought him in, I'd love for him to get returns for you, genuinely. But just for me, that's the surprise in the transfers in this week. Walter Marday, I think, is very reasonable. You know, you look at Newcastle's fixtures and you think some of those are pretty tasty. I was just talking to Chaza about Caicedo. And about how Chelsea are really feeling missing him. Now, Caicedo is back, game week 17, is he?
He's back against Newcastle, I think.
He's back against Newcastle. So, you know, that Chelsea fixture doesn't look so creamy for Newcastle. That's on the horizon. And you don't know which Man United are going to turn up either. So, one of them. Yeah.
What do you think, Chaza? I think, Walter Marder, good pick, but not had a double-digit haul this season, I want to say. Am I right in that one?
You are correct. I think an intriguing one is Thiago, the second most transferred in. Yes, he's away at Spurs. He got benched on Wednesday night, which we could understand why as a result of rotation, but because he's so high up, don't you believe it? Is Spurs away the right fixture to bring him in at the minute?
Yes, because like a lot of teams this season, actually, home form is not a thing for them. They just don't know what it is. They're just amazing stadium. I mean, you can't even argue it's like West Ham, where they're detached from the fans because they're not. And Spurs just can't do it at home. And some teams feel comfortable going away. There's no pressure from their home fans, etc. And Thiago, it's a fine fixture for him. He's on pens. He's probably on the cheaper sides of the forwards as well, like Danny Welbeck. And they've also got, have they got Burnley coming? No, they've had Burnley. they've got someone coming up decent. Haven't they got a decent-ish fixture run coming up? Or half decent, I should say. Leeds, okay. Leeds and Wolves, there we go. 2 good fixtures for them, where you'd think he'd be in and amongst the goals for them. So, I think Dango's going to be off to AFCON at some point. Who comes in there? Because they've got Chaza, obviously, to help Thiago. But they are just penalty merchants. So I think the Spurs fixture is fine. Is it a priority move? Are there other moves that could be a bit better for this week? Probably. But if you want him for the next 3, really, then it's okay.
Yeah, it's nothing wrong with that, in my opinion. Nothing wrong with that. That's all. Phil Foden, obviously, as well, is delightful to watch as a footballer as well. So,
between game week 6 and game week 11. He's not. He does nothing.
Not if Reidy owns him, but you've got to check if Reidy owns him first, and then if Reidy doesn't own him, you can bring him in.
Yeah. So now that I do own him, just get rid of him.
Yeah, exactly.
That's such a good run ahead. Also, far out.
Far out, mate.
Oh no! Right, fixtures as always. Time to pick a standout, whether that's FPL or just something you're looking forward to the most. Who would like to go first?
Go on, take the floor, Mikey. Take the floor.
So in terms of fixtures this week, I think one of the main things that we've just got to be careful of, as I said earlier, is Chelsea. Chelsea, I imagine, might ship some goals away to a Bournemouth side. It's funny because I've actually taken Semenyo out my team this week. Wow. And even though I'm saying this as well, but it's because obviously Phil Foden's in great form, but we'll get to that in a little bit. But yeah, if you've got Bournemouth players and you've got no glaring issues in your team, that might be a good fixture to target without Caicedo.
Spurs.
So there you go.
Yeah, I like it. I'm going to go next. It's hard to pick a good standout FPL fixture. That's why I might.
It's got low scoring game week written all over this, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's got red arrow turmoil. But let's face it. Yeah. Aston Villa Arsenal. I think that's going to be such a huge game because we kind of forgot how Villa didn't know how to score in August, and now their 3rd spot. They've just found their confidence all of a sudden. So that's my pick. Reidy, what says you?
I don't know if my camera is in sync with my voice at the minute. I feel like it's a bit slow, but anyway, can you boys hear me okay? A bit robotic.
Yeah, all good. No, you're fine.
Okay, as long as the audio's all right, we're good. For me, the Villa Arsenal does stand out. What a cracker to kind of get the weekend going of, and Emery, can he beat Arteta? So great fixture, but I will go. Wait, what a rubbish Sunday, eh? Super Sunday, they call it. Oh my god.
Super Sunday.
Yeah. I don't know what to pick. I'll be honest. I really don't. I'm going to go for Liverpool Leeds. I'm going to go for the Liverpool Leeds because this could be the writing on the wall for Slot. It could be. I feel like, I don't like it like that. So this is pivotal, really, for him. I think if we lose this game, it's massive because
it's curtains, isn't it?
I understand there's things going on. I understand there's big changes and they haven't gelled, but I just feel that the tactics are all wrong. And I think that, considering the players that we do have, it just isn't good enough. So that for Leeds, more so, is also a big game. They've come on the back of beating Chelsea comfortably, 3-1. And they'll be right up for this. Their fans will be right up for this. It's one of those what's the word? You have those certain teams that you face that rivalry. That's what I was looking for. The rivalry. There's just been some classic games over the years gone by between us and them. So yeah, that's my game. 5:30 today. I could be miserable by the end of Saturday night, and that could ruin my weekend. But we'll see.
It's fair.
Yeah.
You're
You're getting diced, Mikey. You're getting diced.
Yeah, welcome to the life of every Evertonian. But the Sean Dyche returning to Bramley Moore is going to be interesting. So, he's... The thing is, like, Sean Dyche, while he was still Everton manager, he was pictured on holiday wearing his Liverpool shirt because he's a Liverpool fan. And I'm just like, come on, man. Use your brain, dude. So, yeah, he's not really that well loved, if you know what I mean. So it could be pretty hostile, could be pretty nasty, and I'm kind of here for it.
Fair.
He sounds like a cheese grater.
Yeah, he sounds mental, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'm gonna park the bus. Sounds like Yoda, like in need of some whole soothers.
Sounds like do you know what are those? Are they like the thingy chainsaws? Like, when you're like trying to rev it up. The lawnmowers. It's just I don't know what goes on with him. Like,
he's gruff. Gruff is the word, isn't it?
He is.
But you know what? He's doing all right at Forest so far, so it should be it shouldn't be an easy game, I guess. But yeah, for you boys, it's definitely one that's winnable. So we'll see how it goes.
I hope so.
That's all for fixtures. Now, a bit of a swing on things when it comes to the agenda today. I'm going to go straight into captaincy corner. Then we'll do our teams, and for a handful of minutes, we'll go to the comments. And for those that have commented so far, especially with your sides, thanks so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. We'll do our best to get to it. So the captain's corner goes as this. Erling Haaland at home to Sunderland. Despite having blanked at home last week to Leeds, he claimed 14 points away at Fulham on Tuesday, which marks his sixth double-digit haul for the campaign. This is a mind-boggling stat no one's really seen. In the 7 consecutive league matches, the player who has scored from a centre-forward position has managed to score a goal against the Black Cats, dating all the way back to November 2013. Sergio Aguero, generally, anytime City score, he scores too. And Wilfred Bonney, where he missed a penalty at some stage too. Nick Woltemade at home to Burnley. He faces a Claret side who have conceded an average of 3 goals across their 7 away matches, which is the worst of any side in the league. Alongside that, only 4 blanks in his 11 appearances. Bukayo Saka takes on Aston Villa, in which Arsenal's number 7 has claimed returns in his last 4 game weeks. In addition, Villa are very susceptible from set pieces. They've conceded a league high 23 shots from set plays in the last 4 game weeks, which is crazy to think because they are in 3rd spot and conceded from a couple of corners against Brighton. The side who love to score from corners, well, that's who they're playing today. The mighty Arsenal. Bruno Guimaraes is the differential. 3 goals, 3 assists, and 41 points in his last 4 home league encounters. And a very spicy curveball, Yankuba Minte at home to West Ham. A goal and 4 assists. And he has managed to score 33 points in his last 5. So that is from the captain's corner. Pick wisely. For majority, it will go for the Norwegian. Now that's out the way. Guys, why are you laughing? Let's go to teams.
Not
What?
But yeah, we're I mean, given the captain's corner, Chaza, which I think is great to give those different options and so on. But I feel like most people are going to be like, yeah, I'm not going against Haaland this week. That would be crazy. I'm certainly not after last week. But like I say, it's nice that people have some options. Maybe in terms of fixtures, Newcastle, great home fixture, and probably you'd argue maybe a better team to be facing than Sunderland, who've been great this season. Their manager's got them set up really well, hasn't he? So we'll see. Maybe City struggle a little bit like they did against Leeds last week. You never know. But Erling Haaland, surely.
City at home, innit? It's City at home.
It's got to be. It's like being on Penn Island, and you're just like, whoa, like, you know what?
Yeah.
How do I get off? Like, there's no food. struggling to build a raft and that.
And nothing will come for you.
Exactly.
No
one will come, and you just stuck on islands.
You're totally deserted.
Exactly. It's rough, isn't it? Rough.
But really rough.
Really
Some
rough.
people like it that way, but
exactly, Mikey.
Yeah.
You do. From behind or whatever, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But onto teams, which is why we're here.
You just got to use your head. That's what you got to do. In that
well,
situation.
you've used your head here. 5 at the back.
Yeah.
5 at the back this week, Mikey. Is this the week? You're still doing it. 5 at the back.
It's been working. And I said a while ago that this was the philosophy. I think I do have options here. Okay, my bench is a headache. First of all, any news on Saliba? Anyone got any news?
Oh,
I have.
Saliba. You know what? I actually thought Reidy was going to say something helpful. I've been.
That's what I find.
No, I would say that we know nothing because Lego Head is an absolute fraud.
Yeah.
And,
Lego.
Lego.
Yeah, he does look like a Lego head, to be fair.
I don't think Saliba plays, although I think Timber might end up centre back, which I think is a problem if you own him. Ben White could come in then at right back. I think it's a little bit here, there, and everywhere, I'll be honest. What are you thinking anyway, Mikey? What are you thinking? Another move?
I think with Caicedo out, Enzo will play deeper.
Oh, yeah, deep. Baby.
Yeah, so, some people like it deep. But personally, I don't like it too deep. That could hurt my FPL score.
Could do some damage, yeah.
So maybe Krupi Jr., if what I'm saying about Chelsea is true and I kind of want to back it, then maybe Krupi Jr. could be in line for a goal. Oh, by the way, transfers. We've gone for Phil Foden in with Semenyo out, and then
spit it out, Mike.
Yeah. I couldn't remember his name, dude.
Malfunction.
And then in order to fund that, and also because I had 3 Man City players, I had to go baby reindeers down to Dewsbury Hall. And to do that, I know Reindeer's scored, but Phil Foden's just magic right now, so I kind of don't want to miss out on that.
That gives Reindeers a bit of a run now, though, that he's kind of, he's played a bit lately and he's been okay. Like, obviously, I think it was Leeds. He wasn't maybe great, but he delivered. He does he help Foden?
I don't know. I don't know. I just think Phil Foden's too good to ignore right now. So, and I have 3 Man City players. I didn't really want to do to take out Donnarumma right as he plays Sunderland at home.
Yeah.
Especially after he shipped 4 last week, I really wanted to keep him in, But yeah, so that's the one thing. Dewsbury Hall and Anderson both play against each other. The team is quite deep,
So what did you? So when you say you made a couple of moves, you had 2 frees, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. So you're not adverse. That don't really need to take a hit as such. Although the bench is looking a bit weak, wouldn't you just put Dewsbury Hall first sub because he will definitely play and he more than likely will get 90. Doesn't that make the most sense? And then you've got a bit of Everton in there, just to.
Yeah, for example, if Saliba doesn't make it, which I don't think he does today.
I'll be honest, I wouldn't go double Arsenal defence this week anyway. I just don't. I think that they struggle away against Villa normally. The team's a little bit, obviously frail at the minute at the back. I just think play Dewsbury Hall over Saliba, personally. But it is your team. It is up to you. You can only advise you. And
play Dewsbury Hall over Saliba.
Yeah.
I think if Saliba plays, so for me, Aston Villa have been so hit and miss this season, and Arsenal have been so consistent.
Yeah.
If Saliba plays, then great. Then he plays.
Yeah.
So
So when you say Aston Villa have been inconsistent, did you say?
Yeah.
Just bear in mind, Mikey, that they've won the last 4.
Yeah, they have. But I think Arsenal different gravy. So yeah. I mean, I'm not averse to taking a -4 right now for Saliba. If we get news right now that Saliba is out, then -4, and then I'll bring someone in.
Well, that's the question. Are there any leaks? Do we require a plumber? I don't think they're very kind of scarce at the minute in terms of leaks this season, and I don't feel like we get hardly anything. But if there's something out there that is kind of in the rumour mill, then it could be an option for you to take that hit. But speaking of time and things like that, it's literally just under 20 minutes until deadline, people. I don't know if you've got any dilemmas or moves to make, Chaza. Obviously, I know we need to go through your team, my team. So let's crack on with yours. No, let's crack on. No, come on. We need to do you. I'm done. I don't need to do anything.
All right, sure. Come on, guys. Let's do mine. All right. So welcome everyone to the dilemma stage, and we'll do our best to get to your questions coming in. But 1 free transfer. I don't think there's any money in the bank. What area do we really strengthen at this point in time? What are we saying? 0.6 actually in the bank, so there's a bit of reprieve.
A little bit of wiggle room.
Yeah, is it going to be Semenyo to Guimaraes? Is it going to be Sells up to a goalkeeper? Does a defender? Gabriel could easily come out, to be honest.
Yeah, 1 free, is it, Chaza?
Yeah, 1 free.
I do think it's Gabriel. I don't think he's going to be back for a good few weeks still. And I think that your defence is looking a little bit frail at the minute. It is looking a bit dodgy. It is a little bit rubbish that you have to make a defensive transfer when you're thinking, like you just said, a Bruno G or someone exciting to bring in the mid. But I just think, I don't know. I think the defense needs a little bit of an upgrade and a little bit of care this week.
Yeah, to be honest, I think I know where I'm going to go. I think this is the week.
Big Dan Burn.
Don't hate it. Love it.
Don't hate it at all. Yeah. It's fair. We play Burnley, they struggle away from home, struggle to score in general. Can't fault that as a move. And you need to use your transfer, by the way, everyone. I can't believe we've not mentioned this.
Oh, by the way, we get transfers.
5 transfers. Here it is, right here.
There you go.
Yeah. Use all your transfers this week, everybody, because you get 5 next week, and that doesn't mean you'll have 6 if you save one. It just goes up to 5, no matter how many you have. So defo use them.
Cool. So that's what we're doing, guys, and it's as simple as that. So I've still got what chips do we have left, actually, by the way? Because I've got what's up there, bench boost and the wild card to go. What about you guys?
Still got me triple captain, which is for Gameweek 17.
No, that's good.
Triple captain. I've got bench boost, which I'm probably going to use in 17. Make a couple of transfers in 16 with the 5 frees, set myself up for 17, and that'll be that for that week. But this is how I'm looking this week, boys. Petrovic, okay. Petrovic is what it is. Double Palace defence. Verge is still in there, obviously. It's a good fixture, albeit away. And the midfield is looking pretty banging. I'm not going to lie. Voltemada's come in. Haaland's captain. Thiago. The only thing I would say, I kind of have a bench dilemma-ish. Would you play O'Reilly, or do you think?
Yes.
Well, do you think that Aitonori comes in because of how many fixtures O'Reilly's played? Do you think there's a chance that? And also, Sunderland could potentially score because they're all right.
Good side.
That's a dilemma because I'm going double Palace, which really, if I'm playing Munoz, why wouldn't I play? Lacroix. There we go. I got the Lacroix. Called him Lacroix. Yeah. So that's the only kind of like dilemma I've got. O'Reilly. But if I look at his points, it's been 0-4-1, over the last few weeks. So I feel like, I don't know. I feel like the answer's pretty easy, and I feel like I play double Palace in this situation. So, yeah, I might switch the benching order around and put O'Reilly there. And do that. But I have got something to tell you, boys.
What's that?
I didn't have 4 frees.
You liar.
I took a -16.
Well, you're a liar.
You took a -16.
I'm not a liar.
Right as we're about to get 5 free transfers.
I'm not a liar. I did it. I mean, that doesn't tell you, but I'll tell you what tells you the moves, doesn't it? So if I go, which bit is it? Is it game week history?
Bro, a -16 right before we get 5 free transfers.
Are you on crack?
I love crack. It's so good. I love it. But the reason is, yes, it is crazy. We get 5 frees, but my team needed some surgery, heavy surgery, and I didn't want to use those 5 frees and then be like, oh, well, I've got nothing again. So I took the full hit, gone all in. The tank has destroyed everything, and I've, got who I need to get in, and then the 5 frees are there for me. So regardless if I take it now or if I take it later on, it's going to happen. So I do it now. I go with the fixtures that are great at the minute, because they're not so much great later on. And I have a wild card in after 20. So, it's crazy. It is crazy. But so the moves were, just to let you know, I brought in Munoz. I brought in Minte. I brought in Foden. I brought in Bruno G. And I brought in Walter Marder.
Wow.
Bash.
I would love to see your analysis page on on live FPL afterwards of at the end of the game week, if your current team outscores your previous team by 16 points.
Yeah, be crazy, because if you look at,
and I know you don't make it all up in 1 week, you can make it up over time, but
okay. So these are the players
I would love to see that.
So these are the players that moved out, right? So Saliba's gone out, could be missing out, injured anyway. Not a good fixture. Semenyo's gone out just because of his absolute rubbish form. Rice could be injured anyway, so might not be playing. But also, he's not a Saka or an Eze, to be honest with you. The other one was Walter Marder for Mateta. Mateta can't finish his dinner unless it's a penalty. And then the last one was Reinders, because I had 3 City and I needed Foden. So they're the players who've gone out. Do I see them outscoring who I've brought in? I don't think so, to be honest with you. But it sometimes balances out. Obviously, like you said, it's not just for this week. But I've gone all in. They're the transfer. I don't need to find those transfers, because I've just pretty much just told you what they were. So yeah, scary times, boys?
Yeah. Okay. Intriguing. Well, best of luck.
I love how you used to just like, yeah, good team, looking good, nice. And then I just went, I've got something to tell you. You're like, what the?
Yeah.
I know that you make, when you take hits, you can make it up over time. But I was just going to touch on this comment from Jojo, which is like, Reidy, this is your style, though. You are the hitman. And we know it works. So, and I've seen it work in the past, and I hope it works again for you. And I've ripped you before, and I've fallen flat on my face when you've absolutely smashed it. So, I'm just going to hold my hands up and say good luck to you, man, because it's aggressive, but this is you. You play it your way, and I respect it.
Oh, listen, Mike, I appreciate that, man. Appreciate it. Yeah.
It works. Historically, it works. So I'm not going to just poo-poo it for no reason, even though I don't get it. You show me all the time.
Okay.
Considering we're on that subject, I know you probably want to go through a few comments, Chaza, which is fine, because we've got just under 10 minutes, which is great. Actually, we're done well before the deadline in effect. But you two aren't tempted by a hit then?
With Saliba, I am.
Oh, hang on. Let's have a look.
Here we go.
Of course, we'll have a look.
We'll have a look. He'll have a look.
Of course, we'll have a look.
Semenyo to Foden, yeah, like maybe.
Saliba to Burn, maybe, is just what I might do, to be honest.
Yeah. While you have a think about it, I think it's a good time to go over comments. Rovex, thank you for tuning in.
Yeah.
Thank you for dropping by, saying hello. There's a couple of team dilemmas I want to get to, but Love Roller was coming in with a comment. Thank you for popping by. I appreciate it. Yes, Jojo, we agree. Newcastle's fixture run is sublime at the minute. Okay. Awamara. Hello, guys. My name is Lemons. Malik Riley Timber, Docu Barnes. Should I bench boost this week?
Amarayo Omide. Hello. Amarayo Omide. That's how
Amarayo Omide. It sounds like it's got
well,
a name.
Why not? Yeah, I reckon just go for it. That's what I reckon.
Bench boost this week. So the bench is going to be the Bravka.
I've seen worse bench boosts from
Thiago,
myself, so I can't talk. Yeah.
It's literally the Bravka, Thiago, Van der Berg, or Van Berg in this case, but Cash, home to Arsenal, Van der away to Spurs, and then Burnley away to Newcastle. I'll tell you now, nah. Just park it and save it if you can. We get 6 frees next week. 5 frees. I mean, it is me. I've taken a -16. I'm thinking we get more transfers than
you wish you had 6 free transfers, Reidy.
6 transfers, 5 transfers. So you could potentially make a couple that make that bench boost a bit better, I'd say. We've still got time. You know,
Reidy might be the first player in history to make 16 transfers in 1 week with our 15 players.
It might be like, yeah, I've made 15, great changes. Oh, actually, I'll take that player back out for someone else. Like, oh, but yeah, 8 minutes to go. Well, 7 technically because it's squeaky bum time within that last minute.
Still got my wild card. Fairly decent team. Martinez, Timber, Munoz, Reece James, Van Dijk, Semenyo, Bruno, Soboslai, Harlem, Arteta. What would you advise? 1 free move, 0.4 in the bank. Semenyo down to Bruno Guimaraes or Reece James's plastic legs?
It's such a solid team. Like,
it's good.
It looks like it's been wildcarded this week. you know, like, so well played. What a great privileged position to be in. I think if you're getting a free transfer this week, I think you've just got to look at maybe like a Newcastle defender, something like that. That's where I would go personally with something like that. Maybe a Reece James down to like a Dan Burn or a Tio. You know, someone like that could be good. That's what I would do anyway, because I'm just not believing so much in the Chelsea defense right now without Caicedo. So that's really clutching at straws for what is a great team there, mate.
It is. No, well, thank you for answering. I really appreciate it. I think start Dubravka over Petrovic. Petrovic home to Chelsea. Are Bournemouth a chance to keep a clean sheet today? Chelsea can have their worries. Or does Dubravka rack up the save points at Newcastle? So,
that's it, isn't it? Yeah, it's bound to be one of them games where he certainly, will be making more saves than not. So, what do you think about if you weren't captain at Haaland this week? And I'll only talk about this briefly. Where would you actually go? What is a better fixture or a better player, in fact? You know, like Salah bench the last 2. Imagine if you own Salah right now, surely. I mean, we get 5 frees next week, so would you just hold him for Leeds? Would you potentially captain him for that fixture? I mean, it feels like it's a bit murky.
If you've still got Salah, you should just delete your account.
Right now, like FPL great legend, one of the best players in the Premier League. You know, and you're dissing him like he's nothing, like he's dust.
If you had Salah's form from the 21-22 season, you captain him this game week without a doubt away at Ellen Road.
And if my grandmother had wheels, she'd be a bike. Like,
heard that one before.
Yeah. Like,
I was gonna say, I have
a classic one. It's a classic one. Like,
but
he's not.
He's not in form. we don't know if he starts.
He's washed.
I guess like you can't do anything about that. But you know, some people are. I am going to see it, and I don't know. I don't understand why I'm going to see it. But on X, people are certainly going to go against Haaland this week, and I just think I don't think there's any point.
Sunderland are good against the top sides, so they beat
Yeah.
Chelsea.
You can't negotiate with stupid. Like you can't.
Lebreeze will play 5 at the back today. You just know he will. They'll play 5.
That's what I mean. Low block, like he did at Anfield. It's going
It
to
will
make
be
it
hard for City.
Haaland loves that though. Like he loves people trying to get defend really deep against him, because he'll use his physicality and just create that half a meter of space that he needs. Like unless they put 3 people on him, at which pace I've got Foden and he scores 6 because they've left him in all the space.
What I will say is Ballard is an absolute unit. He is a unit. I seen him at the game, obviously, when I went to the match on last Wednesday. He is an absolute giant of a man. And I think they are going to probably stick him on, say, Haaland's your man. You stop him, you foul him if you need to and all that sort of stuff. So I think Sunderland will have a game plan there. And we've seen it this season, Burnley. Remember when, I triple captain Haaland, he only got his returns late on. Otherwise, I think, was it an assist he had or something in that game? And then he got his 2 goals late on. So
yeah, it was a pretty lucky game.
Yeah, I think someone could have a plan. And I don't know if it's going to be one of them where they're as open as Fulham were for City. So we will see. But I think we're all captain of Haaland anyway, so I don't think it really matters.
Yeah.
Right,
I'm not going to make a transfer. I've got Dewsbury Hall, Enzo, and Anderson on my bench at the moment. I don't need a -4.
Okay. Dewsbury Hall first sub.
Yeah. I'm convinced by that. So thanks, boys.
I've got a question. How will it feel once the deadline lifts, having 5 free transfers? Will it feel more homework straight away to try and repair the team, or will it feel that you just got a good cushion for the moment?
Yeah. Just some news in regards to Arsenal very quickly. Saliba apparently is out, and also Rice is with the squad. Whether that means he starts or whatever, but it looks like Saliba is actually out. So,
all right. Well, I might as well start.
Dewsbury Hall.
Have Enzo as me first.
Wait there. You might as well. Aren't you best just leaving it on? He's going to auto sub anyway, so it doesn't actually matter.
What's he saying now? What you say? Oh, what don't you say? Tell me. The song.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Fair enough. I can keep it that way.
Yeah,
bring my team up, Chaza. Like just one more look, boys. One more.
Yeah,
look.
let's get it.
Also, it was more. The info was more so if you wanted to make a move, not like I'll bench him then. But
such a weird formation. 5-2-3. Who does that?
Me.
You've got Newcastle anyway, so like, would you double up?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing about doubling up. It is Burnley, but yeah, I don't need to make a transfer. Like, so Saliba will come in for Dewsbury Hall, and then if anyone else,
wait there, Saliba will come in for Dewsbury. Oh, right, the other way.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Whatever.
1 minute to the deadline.
Where's my caffeine?
Yeah. Make your transfers, get your team locked in, get your captain set, make sure it is on Haaland. I'm just double checking now because I don't want to be crying come the end of the weekend, like I was last week. So I'm
just gonna get this back up because it might be one of the only times I can get it up. Because I struggle to get it up, don't I, Reidy? Up the league table.
It's don't be too aggressive, Mikey.
Yeah.
All set, all locked, because it is 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Deadline's gone. Gameweek.
Well done, team. Good job. I just realised, so I'm going to have 4 players for Sunderland Newcastle next week. Is anyone in the same boat?
No. I don't think so.
Gonna have what, sorry? 4 players.
Well, there's Michele, there's Burn, there's
games updating.
Baltimore. No, actually, just 3. That would be very awkward on what I want from that game. Interesting. That's a big game, that too. Whoa. But yeah, All right, sweet. Well, well done, team. Great job. And a credit to you guys as well, also for your communication, and to people out there. That's 2 episodes in a week. We've shown up for both of them in such short turnaround. So well done.
Yeah, fair play. Ready to go, committed. Why do I feel like I can hear an ice cream van? What is going on? Is there? I feel like I was an ice cream man then or something in the background. But yeah, game week 15, AFCON transfers are going to be here soon. So I'm sure the transfer market is going to be crazy before game week 16, because people are going to be going in hard, aggressive. And yeah, I think free hits are still knocking about. People still have that chip left.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens with that. People might free hit next week and then they get the 5 again. Like it's gonna be wild. But really enjoyed the stream today, boys, and obviously people tuning in. Great to have some comments in there. Headline stream is, like we say, we don't do it often, but we've done a couple in the last few weeks, and it's been great.
Well, I just think it's best for whatever suits our availability as a collective, and it's important when we do such streams that when we can sort of do it as much of a team as possible, or at least a majority.
Well said, Chaza. Well said.
Oh, I've got 5 free transfers. Let's see.
Right.
Lovely jubbly.
Lovely jubbly. Righto. Catch you guys next week. Reading Rev as always.
Thanks everyone.
Been alongside the company. And until next time, I hope everyone enjoys their 5 free transfers a bit, except Jack, because
he can eat shit.
Yeah, there you go. No, I'll leave it at that. Cheers.